Okay, so a lot has happened over the past few hours. Let me catch you up a little bit. So yeah, for those of you who follow me on social media, I randomly talked about it, but yeah, I had an appointment with my mom's GI doctor today. So yeah, a little update on that. So yeah, he wants me to start on fiber, which is fine. So yeah, and follow up again in like 4 to 6 weeks, which would be the end of May. We would be following back up again. So yeah, see how it goes, and then if we don't really see much improvement, gonna have to do an upper thing to see what's going on inside of me. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, but so yeah, it went a lot smoother than I thought it would, because again, knowing me, because again, for those of you who don't know, I have ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. It's it's a whole thing. So yeah, I'm autistic, and I almost whenever I have an appointment of some sort, like whether it's a doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, etc., I will get nervous for no goddamn reason, because again, it'll all turn out fine in the end, but it doesn't matter. I will still get very, very nervous beforehand, because I do know it's gonna end up being fine, but yeah, that's just how I work. That's just how my body and just how myself as a person works. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, there's that. And then on the way back to my mom so yeah, after that, after we were done there, my mom had to go pick up my sibling from work. Well, it's technically school. But yeah, we were booking it to get back there, because again, we were waiting in the waiting room for like God knows how, like maybe say 20-30 minutes. But yet again, it's understandable, because at first, because my mom's GI doctor, usually it takes a good like 6 months for my mom to get in / schedule an appointment with him, because yet again, my mom already sees him. But for, like, when she gets a scope done and stuff like that, it takes them a good, like, 6 months for them to get her in. Because, again, he sees a lot of patients and, stuff like that, so, yeah, but since I was, technically, I don't think they do this for every new patient that comes in, but sometimes, you never know. Sometimes they'll try to get, new coming patients probably in sooner, but yet again, sometimes, but more so on the regular, since my mom has been seeing him, for scopes and stuff like that. It'll usually take a good, like, 6 months for, them to get her in, / schedule, schedule that for her. So, but yes, but since I'm technically a new patient for him, they were able to get me in early, which was April 14th, which is today. So yeah, I already went, we're all good. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So yeah, but yeah, we booking it to get my sibling from school to take them to work, because my mom has another, my mom has to work again, so yeah, she has two, my mom cleans houses, basically, so she had to, one of her clients didn't want to wait like another 2 weeks for their cleaning, so my mom had nowhere to put them but today. So yeah, we were booking it to get my sibling from school to work, and then my mom had to go clean that other person's house. So yeah, we were scrambling. It was just a whole thing. But so yeah, on the way to get my sibling from school to work, we ended up driving through a thunderstorm. So that was fun. That was lovely. Speaking of that, I do have a little story to tell. We were just driving through. It was almost getting close to, like, because of course the sky was all, like, it was like a normal, what the sky would look like normally during a thunderstorm. Because, once you're driving towards it, like, that's where you're gonna drive through it, like book it. So yeah, did that. Slowly getting close to when it started downpouring. Yeah, I witnessed something that I never thought I'd witness in person before, to be honest with you. But yet again, you never know. Sometimes life just flashes before your eyes like that. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes you actually will experience those things that you never thought you would. But, so yeah, I did. So, yeah, for you lovely people who have experienced it, I commend you for your bravery. Shout out to you. But, so yeah, we were driving. It was lightly raining. We're slowly getting into the, heaviness towards the rain. Like, basically, you know what I'm talking about. But, So yeah, I witnessed with my own eyes. I had to double check with my mom because I was like, you saw that too, right? Like, I'm not hesitating. Like, I'm not like I wasn't like daydreaming that. I actually saw that, and she was like, yeah, you saw it. I saw it too. So I was like, it's okay. So that means I know I am in reality, and that really happened. So I firsthand, as we were driving by, I saw a lightning strike, like literally from the sky, hit down to the ground near someone's house. Anyone else experience that at all? Like in person? The first time at all? Anybody? Am I the only one here? But yeah, so I experienced that. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that I just witnessed that. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, like, so yeah, that's gonna be stuck in my head for like quite some time. So I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I just saw that with my own eyes. I can't believe, like, for the first time ever, I've seen an actual lightning strike from the sky hit down to the ground near someone's house. I know it happens, obviously it does, but I was like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe I just witnessed that in person. Like, I saw that, like, I wasn't hallucinating, I wasn't daydreaming, I wasn't doing anything. Like, again, I had to check with my mom a couple times to, again, make sure I wasn't hallucinating, I wasn't daydreaming, this was real, I'm in reality, yada yada yada. And she's like, yes, she kept confirming, like, yes, I saw it too, yes, you're not dreaming or whatever. So, yeah, I went to that today on the way back to get my sibling from, for my mom to get my sibling from school to work, and then, so yeah, I'm home now. My mom's at work cleaning the other person's house, so yeah, we made it. It was scary as all hell to drive through that, but yeah, it was scary as all hell. We ended up pulling, like, obviously, when you're driving, especially like by an interstate or whatever, you're driving, and then when you're driving through a thunderstorm, it gets pretty bad. Like, you have to, like, you have to pull over, you have to put your four ways on, and then you have to pull over and, like, wait till it's passed, and then, like, it's decent enough that you can actually drive back through. Yeah, we ended up having to pull over at least once, because again, it was getting really hard, so I was like, yeah, we should probably pull over and stuff like that. So yeah, we did that. So yeah, we only had to do it once, thank God. It was like, it was in a good state where, it was slowing down a little bit, but yet again, there's also a point where I did say, like, maybe we should stop again, because it was starting to get a little bit more heavier, and then, yeah, she's like, yeah, we probably should have, should have stopped over again just to be safe, but yet again, it ended up turning out to be okay. So, but either way, so yeah, I don't recommend driving through a thunderstorm, but yet again, you never know what could happen. So yeah, again, scary as all hell to go through, but we did it. So yeah, I don't tend to be as nervous with thunderstorms and stuff like that, especially when I'm home and it's happening, like, where I live and stuff like that, like, because again, I'm at home, I'm not, like, going anywhere or anything, like, with my family, but yeah, dealing with that on the road and stuff like that, like, when you're driving or, stuff like that, that's a whole other story. But again, in general, I'm not as scared of thunderstorms as I am like, ever. I don't think I've ever been scared of thunderstorms, but sometimes, sometimes you never know the situation, whether it's, like, a severe thunderstorm, like, there's, again, thunder and lightning, and it's, like, hitting really certain types of areas, and, you never know if you're completely safe or not. You have to do certain things to make sure you're safe. But, yeah, either way, again, like I said, scary as all hell that I went through, that technically both me and my mom went through, but either way, yeah, we got through it, it's fine. We made it. We drove safely. She drove safely. Yeah, we pulled over at least once. But yet again, we made it through. So yeah, we just know, anyone, it doesn't matter what the weather is in general, just please drive safely. Please be smart. And, yeah, don't text and drive. Don't drink and drive. Don't do any of that. Yeah, again, doesn't matter what state of the weather it is. Doesn't matter, anything. Just please be smart and please be safe driving. Again, don't text and drive, don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, especially. Don't do any of those things. Make sure you are wearing a seatbelt at all times. save your life. It really will. So, yeah, make sure to be smart while you're driving. No text and drive. Don't, yeah, stay alive, don't text and drive. And don't drink and drive either. So, yeah, again, doesn't matter what state of the weather is, be smart and drive safely. So, yeah, that's my motto there. But yeah, but hey, before we went through all that, got McDonald's again. So, that was at least one of the scores of my day. Take a little sip of my Coke there. So yeah, not only, of course, went to McDonald's again. Round number 2, baby, let's go. Hopefully I can, maybe, yep. So yeah, round number 2, baby, let's fucking go. Yeah, I still have yet to, open the collector card to see what other one I got, but, so yeah, I'm excited. So, yeah, I do have a video coming soon of going over the, when I first, tried the, box for the first time, so yeah, that is coming soon, stay tuned for that. So yeah, again, that was one of the joys of my day. I definitely needed that, even though we got McDonald's before we went through the whole shit show of the thunderstorm and stuff like that, but I'm like, hey, I'm glad, so yeah, thanks, Mom. Yeah, first, so yeah, last week my dad got it for me, because, my parents, my mom and my sibling were out of town, that week. They were literally gonna be home the next day, but, so yeah, last Friday, my dad, decided, like, hey, let's, yeah, because he randomly texted me, the night before about, dinner, and he was like, McDonald's tomorrow? I was like, yes, fuck yes. So, yeah, he got it for me he got it for me last week, and then, so yeah, round 2. But, yeah, either ways, I can't wait to see what other collector card I got. So, again, I revealed what the first collector card I got was. You will have to stay tuned for that to find out what that is. So, just saying. And, yeah, I can't wait to see which one I got next. Hopefully, I'm praying, no offense, I hope it's not a duplicate, because that'll happen sometimes. But if I end up, if that ends up happening, I'm like, I wouldn't care, because again, it's K-pop Demon Hunters. I wouldn't be opposed. So, yeah, I'm so excited, and, yeah, make sure to stay tuned. So, yeah, there's my, update for the day. Hope you guys are having a better / decent day than I am, at least at first, like, at least when I went through that thunderstorm havoc, so that's just great. But, excuse me. So, yeah, again, but overall, the appointment went better than I thought it would, and, yeah, ended up getting the Huntrix meal twice, as in this is the second time, but you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, overall, the McDonald's definitely made the day better. So, yeah, even though again, like I said, I got it before the whole thunderstorm havoc stuff like that, but either way, yeah. But yeah, but speaking of the thunderstorm, at least that thunderstorm bit, hopefully aside from that, y'all are having a better day than I am, at least with that part of my day being that. But so yeah, but yeah, there's that. So yeah, but overall, pretty decent day aside from the thunderstorm bit. But yeah, I'm so happy. But yeah, that's it. So I don't. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I don't know how to end these type of things, so don't mind the awkwardness. So, yeah, I don't know. I love K-pop Demon Hunters.